How to stop sextortion on Tinder. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we talked about how to avoid sextortion and online blackmail on Tinder. But what if it's going on already? If you're watching this video, you're probably an unfortunate victim or know someone who is. But don't worry, it's quite common nowadays, and there are ways to make it stop. Today, I'll share DIY tips, some great resources, and why digital investigation should be your top choice. Let's begin. Understanding sextortion on Tinder. It usually goes like this. You start swiping right and left and you find a very catchy profile, which you may have thought was impossible that would like you. You match with them and they immediately start talking to you, asking personal questions, adding you to social media and expressing how interesting and lovely they find you. Does that ring a bell? Well, they do this not only to convince you that they are real and to lure you into their scheme, but they also add you on social media so they can access your contacts and study your behavior and what you like. Remember, the more information you share about yourself, the bigger the target you have on your back. After that, they escalate the conversation on Tinder or some other encrypted messaging platform like Telegram and request content or information from you, something that was a bit private and maybe never meant to see the light of day. After that, they flood you with threats and demands for payment, or even worse, more content. Never pay or comply with their demands, no matter how intense it gets. Why am I a target? It's not your fault that you trusted them. They're professionals at this. They know the psychological ways to make you comply with their demands in such an easy and free-flowing shape. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Thousands, if not millions of people fall to this every year. What matters now is the solutions, so let's explore some of your options. What to do if you're being targeted for sextortion on Tinder. If you find yourself unfortunately targeted by one of these criminals, you first have to take screenshots of everything they sent you, their profile, their name, their information. If they sent you pictures, save them and take all this evidence to the police. Go and file a report. They will start investigating the case. You can also contact the Internet Crime Complaint Center. That's the FBI's dedicated cybercrime unit. You might also want to report this to the platform. Tinder has a very strict set of community guidelines and will investigate and most definitely delete the profile if they find it's breaking the community guidelines. This will help you and maybe help someone else not fall for their scheme. You could be saving someone else. That's pretty cool. Resources for victims of sextortion. If you need assistance and guidance, these are the best sites to visit. StopSextortion.com is a website published by Thorn with tons of information, guidelines, and counseling options. The Cyber Civil Rights Initiative is another great tool if you have been a victim of image-based abuse. This is a helpful one if you got leaked. TakeItDown.ncmec.com is another service by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that allows you to delete explicit images shared online without your consent. How to protect yourself from your sextortionist. Go private on every social media profile that you shared with your blackmailer. Check who follows you and delete the sketchy accounts. Refrain from sharing anything at all, or just maybe limit who sees the information that you share. Change your Tinder and other social media passwords, activate two-factor or biometric authentication, and check where you are logged in. Digital Investigation Services. Here at Digital Investigation, we know how these scammers operate. We've studied them and developed the most effective strategies to combat them. Our initial consultations will go as far as checking the dark web to see if your name comes up. We'll track, locate, and identify your sextortionist, as well as make them delete your content from all their devices and accounts. We make sure they never contact you again by sending them a cease and desist letter, explaining the legal consequences they will face if they ever cross paths with you again. Finally, we'll give you a report explaining everything we did and all the evidence we gathered for you. Our 95% success record speaks for itself, and our more than 10,000 clients this year alone will tell you that digital investigation is the best option against sextortion. Call us today at 800-790-4524 or visit digitalinvestigation.com for 24/7 expert assistance. Conclusion. Hey, thank you for watching. To wrap up, sextortion is a serious issue that is sadly too common on Tinder, but you can fight back and take control with the tips and resources I shared today. Like and subscribe to support the channel, and leave a comment if you have any other topics you want us to cover. I'll see you in the next video.